I did it as well. I'm not doing it again.
Do it for the lore.
Do it for the wine. I mean,
guys up, Shazzer.
Do you have any of these
now.
3 items?
No.
Is there any pre-quest for the welfare thingy?
Boner monster got it before me.
Boner
I don't
monster.
think so.
What the fuck? I didn't
Might
get
be
it.
1 or 2. Just do
Yeah, I
the
think-
first set of quests in the K3 area and see if you get it.
You mean for the Hodir question?
No, for the welfare mount.
Ah.
Oh,
the mount
there you
that
go.
screams, I live off government support.
The guy, Honest Max, slightly used flying mounts.
Is that Trota here?
Oh, it's
Oh.
big surpung.
Yes.
Wow, what are you guys doing? So many here now.
We are going to have a meeting, so we are going to jump up. Standing outside. So we can do this while we are talking.
Okay.
Shazzer, are you coming to the arena?
Sure.
What the fuck?
Faistos. Missing some. It's fine. For anyone that wants to help out, we're doing a quick Karazhan run as well. So we can
Invite.
get
Oh.
the last crystals for Mungoose. So we can progress faster.
Mungos.
More time
Yeah.
for farming gold.
Du behöver en enchanter?
Lovelin is, right?
I can come on my paladin after
I
arena.
I can
but-
come to aggressive mean.
I mean,
We
we have
have-
the
yeah.
recipe, but
We have the rest.
Yeah, but
I mean, it drops all the time anyways.
might as well get another one. You know?
I'll come. Shazzer?
That's very good, Renoa. Yeah, nice. Reno as well, I want you to get, if you can, get the info on Mira's character so we can transfer all the flasks and buff food and stuff.
Oh yeah, we need to craft
The ring and
Yes.
nickel. So.
He has the recipes, right?
Yeah, he has both.
Oh.
There's some preparations to be made.
Great.
Satra, what's that game called that you're playing all the time?
What game?
Saber.
know-
Saber?
Saber, yeah.
Beat Saber.
Shit looks hard, man.
Yeah, it is.
You're streaming it sometimes, aren't you?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually following you on Twitch. I think, did you play an Outland EU on retail?
Expansion.
In Wrath or Kata?
I had an alt on Kata there
Okay.
that I played sometimes for PvP.
Yeah, I think I remember that somehow.
Nice.
The name makes sense, at least.
Yeah. Well, basically, why we wanted to have this little meeting is just because we want to have a little update on how people are prepared, and like we haven't been online as much for the
Yeah.
like this week, so I have no idea really how stuff is looking. But I guess it's the same situation for you guys as it is for me, that I simply don't need a single shit from anything. So I just have nothing to do in game, so I don't see anything, like any reason to be online whatsoever. I do occasionally log in to do a daily heroic, but that's pretty much it.
I was thinking a lot about that recently, actually, if I may say something. Like, people are like not really online at all, and it's Friday night before the raid release, and I don't know about how you feel, but I feel like every time I step a bit away from the game, I do get a little bit rusty, and I don't think it's the right approach to have when we have to perform tomorrow.
At the same time, I like most of us here have done this several times, so we did. It's fine. It's no worries whatsoever. It's just that the lack of motivation to be online after they postpone the raids like this has just been grim.
Yeah, twice.
I'm really frustrated about these devs and how they approach stuff for the community. It is what it is. We have to do the best out of it, and tomorrow we're simply going to beat Notorious. They
Yes.
fuck them once again, but we have everything prepared. I have counted on everyone in this guild that is above trial rank to be online tomorrow. We do have people that will be having a bench spot, and that's how it is. We can't fit in 35 to 40 people in a 25-man raid group. We have to do what's best out of it, and we have a lot, I have assigned like for every encounter in Nax, there will like be a different roster ish. We will swap in guys, we will swap out guys. Same goes for performance within the raid. If you can't keep up, if you're like not doing stuff that you're told to do or fucking things up, we're simply going to remove you. And like this is a server first race. It's not a like we're only doing this for this race. We have no idea when like further content will be released. They haven't announced anything. I still haven't seen a single update on the buffs for neither OS or Malygos, so we're not even sure if it's scripted properly.
I mean, last I heard about Starfarian, like the second the first rake spawns, the fucking PTR would die.
So is it only Nax tomorrow then? We can't even do Malygos?
We have no idea.
I think you can do it all actually.
When we did the Malygos on the PTR, plenty of you were here and saw how it was scripted and what went wrong. Like they have to fix the core mechanics first before they add values. If they're going to add values, we have no idea, and they haven't announced anything. So
got my acid ready to drop.
Like I wouldn't even be surprised if they postpone the raid once again. Or they just say that they are only releasing Nax and holding, like, gating Malygos to like for some more weeks or something, which would totally destroy my motivation even further. So I don't know.
Do you have a sheet somewhere of the people you want to take tomorrow at launch?
Like that's the thing with pre-launching a raid setup. Like I don't want 25 people to show up.
I see.
Like let's say that I announce something and then people say, okay, I'm starting on the bench. I don't see a reason to log in, or I think I'll just quit in that case. Like stuff like that is just grim. Like people were super upset for not getting in when we did the PTR test, which we clearly stated that this is not to test any raiders. This is not some part of your trial period. It's simply to see the mechanics, and so we can get an advantage out of that. But yet people don't understand. Well, what we have been preparing for the past, like ever since they released the raid buffs pretty much, is how we're going to approach all the different encounters in Naxx and with what setup. Like there are bosses that will be way harder than others, like especially like Grobulus could be really, really hard because the slimes has like the damage they do each tick, like when they spawn, like it's increased so hard, and we're not sure like how we're going to approach that. We have Grand Widow, which basically the poison volley and one tick of Rain of Fire will most likely kill you. Like one tick of each. So we have to stack shamans there, and that's a problem because we don't really have that many shamans. So we're going to, on especially like that boss, we're going to bring in a social in the guild. We have other scenarios as well, like Loatheb, where they have decreased the absorb effects, like of priest shields, where we have to stack more holy priests and stuff. Other than that, I don't really see, like there's not like many hard changes out of the stuff that we saw from the PTR. It's just flat damage increase and some boss HP. But like every first boss in every wing is pretty much the same as the PTR. So we're going to start off with doing military quarter, and after that, I'm not sure if we're going plague or spider. We're simply we will see when we get there. I think we will start with plague.
Yeah, most likely.
My X-Nack could be hard, so we might need the gear for it, and then we're going plague before Arachnid. Are people here?
Yeah, we're inside already. Me and Ikun.
Meme inside as well now.
How did you even get in?
Smiley entrance. No, you don't have today.
No, but if you're a Tauren,
if you're
you can't get in, or if you're an Undead, you can't get in. Stuff like that. There are some classes that can't get in. Simply, we have to die. Can someone duel me quick? Or show. Here we go. I don't know. But regarding to that, we're not going to do any OS, nor like we're not going to start with OS at all. We're just going straight into Naxx, and hopefully we will get some advantage there. Because I think that Notorious is going to do OS3 Drake. I don't really see a reason for it. Holy fuck. Horror, did I just trade you 6?
Yep.
Okay. I accidentally
was 10.
crafted all my items close into widget.
Would it be an idea to go through all bosses and tactics, or is that just tedious?
I mean,
Mm.
I really hope that you guys have some.
I mean, it's default tactics. It's Bliss-like tactics, so there's like nothing to go through, and like we have like an overall view of how we want to do it. Like we've done it like on 2 other private servers like previously now, so we kind of have a good like overview how to do it.
Yeah, but I mean, there are small things on some bosses, like Lofab, for example. We were a bit confused, or we were talking about if we should prio someone getting the spores, or
I mean, we didn't do any tactics on the PTR, if that's what you mean.
exactly. And maybe we need to talk about this beforehand. If Lothab is going to be hard, he's like.
I mean, we're gonna pre-assign. Yeah, we're gonna pre-assign groups like the ones who has like the best burst and stuff. Maybe mages and I don't know. Maybe not like prioritize warlocks or you know. Just for the first the first spores with Bloodlust.
Yeah.
Because I don't know.
Stuff like that's going to be explained like before we get to the boss, right? Like,
I mean, we're gonna basically explain it on the way to the boss.
Yeah.
So there's no talking in between. Like we're only going through tactics on the trash to the next boss.
No, it's what to be expected, right? I mean, everyone knows the basic tactics for Nax. Just like
everyone should know.
Differently.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you don't, then
can we make a table, Kuma?
I can understand that we expect people to know, but at the same time, like I know we didn't do tactics on PTR, but spores, for example, like people didn't give a fuck if they have a buff; they just stay near spores and ruin for others.
But I don't expect people to have that mindset when we go into there. And if that would happen, I don't see a reason why you, as a player, if you do such a thing, why you would be still in the raid. You're just pretty much destroying for the rest of us.
Yeah, but it's also about if they know that it is bad. Know what I mean? I'm not sure if people knows that.
No. I understand that, but I'm not here to provide tactics for people. Like, if you have no idea, like we have invited people to this guild that has vast or a lot of Wrath experience according to their applications. I mean, if you're going to lie to us. Just pass on everything, by the way. I'll disenchant it.
Okay.
Or I'll just press disenchant and take everything. Like, then I don't know. I have my expectations is that everyone knows what to do, unless there's some special tactic that we have pre-assigned, and then we will explain it.
Okay. I mean, I'm the kind of guy who's all safety first.
Yeah.
And
but we have people to replace as well, so or replace people with. So it's not like the end of the world if someone accidentally fucks up or actually fucks up and has no knowledge, and then we're just going to replace. Like, don't expect to join a guild that's pushing realm first and then have zero knowledge whatsoever.
I don't think anyone that we have recruited or are intended to having in the raid is a player that is that shit. I think everyone is like above average.
Yes, but there is always players who are like. What's an example? On Grobulus, they are very greedy and not swapping slimes because it's not good for their class or whatever. And on this server, we need to only get 3 ticks of the slime. The 4th is very deadly.
Yeah, we know this. And
yeah.
Like,
but we need everyone to know it as well.
Yeah, like once we are approaching Grobulus pretty much. Well, do I have to tell it right now that every DPS that we have in the raid except Affliction Warlocks and the Feral DPS will swap to the Slimes? Like, if you don't, then you're out.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like, everyone knows Scrobulus, so like snippets like that.
However, I have pre-assigned spots for everyone on KT, and I have pre-assigned spots for a lot of people on Saffron as well, which is very crucial for, and that is nothing that you know prior to
You gonna upload
release.
those, like over the
Yeah,
night,
I'm
or-
thinking I'll do that as well. I have it written down on just a piece of paper right now. But basically, you will be stacked in pairs on KT, and so you will always have a person that is right next to you, which means that you're only two guys that has to move or has to adapt to each other at all cost. We are going to nuke KT. We're going to just tank the ads, not killing them, as we did on Angrathar, if anyone here played was there. Simply the ads are not hurting as much as on Angrathar, and they are stunnable, and they spawn at 70%.
Just gonna shackle some of them then, or?
I don't think you could shackle them.
I think you can't root or shackle like CC. You can only.
Can you slow them?
Yeah.
Yes, you can slow and stun them.
So you're just gonna.
I don't know about stunning actually.
If you can slow them, can't you kite them?
We did. I don't even.
We did stun them on the PTR.
So you're gonna like rotate Holy Wraths, for example, then? Easy.
I guess like we will have two paladin tanks tanking them. And
Isn't that the same as vanilla tactics then? Just
pretty
kiting?
Pretty much, but in vanilla you could shackle them.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
that was in.
You could shackle them,
that's
but when they enrage, you couldn't or something.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure they can be even cycloned and stuff. But yeah, what I want everyone to do is to be here tomorrow, like 1 hour before the release, and we're just going to have a quick like walkthrough. I also want you guys to prepare like me as a Resto Druid. I have the least priority on any of the gear. Like I can take that first. Like when we're pushing around first, all the gear that drops will be going for one purpose only, and that is to achieve that goal. Which means that like all of the gear that drops will be loot counciled out for the round first purpose. Like we're not thinking like a month ahead or for Uldor or whatever. We're simply going to get use every gear that we get for getting next round first. And if you are provided with a gear piece, I expect you to, the second you get it, you will enchant it. You will put the belt bucket or whatever. If you get it, you will gem it instantly. So me, I have all the scrolls that I need in my bag, an extra. I have an extra meta gem. I have an extra leg enchant, shoulder enchant, and so on and so on. And I want everyone to have that. Like if you don't have that, you might lose out on the gear piece, because like we are facing the clock.
Yeah, we can't waste time.
So we're not like harding out to buy tier shoulders, for example, for people that have enough badges?
That will maybe happen. Yes.
Alright.
Yes. But that is another scenario, because that is something
I'm
that we have.
that would have
Yeah.
like you clear trash, then you summon people back in. Like
Yeah. But let's say that we're doing patchwork and like or whatever boss, and a pair of boots drops. That is a good upgrade. I expect you to have a like boot enchant to put it on instantly, so we can just keep proceeding without having you to TP out and then summon you back, which just takes time. Same goes for weapons and so on and so on. Like you will, yeah. Like I have my scroll set. I even have extra mats in my bank in case anyone would have forgot to fix anything. Just make sure that you're prepared.
One
Can you only
loot,
get one loot?
fuck.
Is there any other stuff that needs to be? I mean, I can just go through this. Let me put follow on you, Grumpy. Like, I can just go through quickly what we have pre-assigned for the bosses as well. As I said, we're going to start regardless with the military quarter. And as on the PTR, we will have Thrill and Slothlord handling the MCs. We will go with 3 healers. And have me or Hopsy, do you have an elemental of spec? We will either go with me or Hopsy as DPS on
Oh,
on
sorry, my
Gothic.
mic was muted.
Yeah. Do you have an elemental of
I have an elemental spec, but it's not like fully geared or whatever.
okay.
It's
I'll go down by the way.
have hit.
Go
No,
to...
we don't have to do Nightbane. Just takes
Okay,
time.
fuck it then.
Yeah, we have enough. Well, we're only going 3 healers on instructor. On Gothic, we're simply going to do the normal strat. We saw on the PTR that the gates open at wave 17, so we're just going to spread out in 2 groups on each side. Nothing special there. On 4 horsemen, we're going to have me, Lun, and Van handling Sir Celiac and Lady whatever. And yeah, as you know, we're killing Thane first, then going Baron. As soon as Baron is dead, we're going to have healers assigned to each side. So we will basically have 2 healers going to where I'm standing and 1 healer going to where Wen is standing. We're going to have Sippy and Impact. You guys are not going to be like after Baron is dead, you will simply stay out of the raid. You won't go melee range to Sir Celiac or Lady.
Okay.
The reason for this is to avoid getting double buffs or spreading the chain lightning, and just have to have a safer like kill. If we call, like, you will still refresh commanding Sippy, and Impact you will like toss some hots out or like help with innervates or a trank if needed and such, just so you're staying alive. Then we're moving on to play quarter. We will have pre-assigned kickers for each of the guardians. So we will have 3 pairs of kickers, with 2 in each pair. That will be pre-assigned over the room. The ads will come from 3 different directions. So let's say that Sippy and Sam, etc., is going for the north spawn of guardians, and then Midori Yemen go for the northeast, and so on. And we will go with 4 dispellers, etc. Like everything of like this is pre-assigned, which we will go through while we're clearing trash. Basically, it's easier to announce everything then than do it now and try to blast it through. Like There's nothing special on Hegan though. We're simply going to do the dance. And as on the PTR, you didn't die from one tick of the dance. I think you will on live now.
Yeah, most likely.
I think they buffed it further. Yeah, and as on Loatheb, we're going double Holy Priests. Shit. There's nothing really there. It's just I don't think that we even need it, but we are going to be like I don't think we need a priority list on Loatheb. The boss HP wasn't that increased.
I mean, we might as well have it. It's like there's no biggie. You just assign like 3 groups.
But a
and then we
priority
balance,
list.
like,
But
that's
a
all.
priority list. I don't think that we need to prio that the mages get it first, etc. I just think that we need to assign 5 groups or 3 groups, and then like the melees, if the spark spawns on the northern wall or whatever, the melees can go get it first, etc. To have no downtime on it, basically. Do you understand what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Instead of waiting for it to or let the mages move or something to get the spark.
No, you shouldn't do like that. You should like stack the priorities.
Yeah.
Just for the first 3 groups, and then you last. Like the reason for that is like you don't want like maybe
Don't pull it out; it will reset.
you don't want like warlocks getting it first. I think for the like maximum DPS, I think. So that's mages and probably like I don't know, melees maybe.
But
That's what I meant.
we will go through more once we're there. When we enter Arachnid Quarter, the only thing that will be like a problem, I think, will be Grand Widow, and so we're simply going to bring in as much shamans as we have for the poison cleansing, and we're most likely having me as assigned just to have 2 groups up with Abolish Poison. And yeah, the Rain of Fire will kill you if you take 2 ticks. So 1 tick is fine, 2 ticks will be your death, 100%. On Meixna, like it will be 6 web wraps, and like it's an instant swap to those. Like maybe not the warlocks or the feral, but every DPS that has a hard swap, like hard burst swap, will swap to them. And if we need to add more, we will add more. And we will also abuse, I wouldn't say abuse, but we are going to use like Palatons and Bubble.
CD management.
Yeah, CD management at the last. Like when. Oh shit! I fell down. Can I get a summon? Yeah, I was tunneling, checking my paper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone click.
No, but I like it to have it like this as well. It's easy. Especially when you want to make pictures for yourself. If you want to add something rather than opening text. On Patchwork, I'm not sure if this is a healing thing. If we need me as wrestler there. If not, I'm simply going Boomkin. We will stay at least with 4 healers. On Grobulus, as said, we talked about this earlier. Every DPS except Affliction Warlocks and the Feral Druid will swap to the Slimes. We're not doing that despite.
No, apparently not.
Yeah, I don't think that like once we're there, we're simply see if we if we kill it fast, we're simply going to remove DPS from it. Oh shit! And if we need more, just like the warlocks will have to swap. On Gluth, I need. Should I? Lovelin, you will need a Frost of spec for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very good. Good. Perfect. Yeah, very good nugget. This will be very needed on Gluth. We're going to have Yemen tanking the ads. There's nothing else to it. Like, we're simply going to do the normal strat, not like anything special. On Thaddeus, the fight hasn't changed a lot from the PTR. It's just more HP basically. Hopefully Yemen won't be in Frost Presence and over aggroing one of, what's it called? What's the ad called on Thaddeus?
Fugen, Starlog?
Yeah, Fugen, Starlog, yeah, thank you. So we're just going normal there. I said that we should, like on Thaddeus on the PTR, I said that you should move clockwise, which is not needed here. It was needed on Lordaeron because it ticked like instantly. So basically, just
move as fast as possible, just through the boss to the other side. That's all, yeah.
Yeah, thank you. On Sapphiron, I have assigned like I'll take this with the healers once we're there. One thing of great importance though is that I think we will run double mage on Sapphiron only, and that means that one mage will be assigned to each side of Sapphiron, like far left or far right, and you have a high dispel duty. This is to lose some pressure on the healers. Me and Hopsy. See here.
Yes, I'm here.
Why did I?
What were you gonna say? About saffron dispelling or something?
Yeah, like. Yeah. Like me, you, and Zephyr will be like spread on the south side, and then we will have like
South is at the entrance, right?
yes, and then north of us we will have the rest of the healers. Then as close to the melees as possible, like even meleeing the boss.
Yeah.
So there's not much like else from when we did the PTR.
And the mages are at the far east and west sides, I guess.
Yes. So you will basically be in the middle of everything.
Yeah.
But to the south. I will be to the west of you, and Zephyr will be to the east of you. And then even further out on the sides, we will have both the mages. Yeah, thanks for helping out in the Karasan.
Can we do Magistra's Terrace as well? Because we need large shards as well for the mongoose. Yeah.
What did you ask? We needed to do what?
We need like 8 shards, I think.
Can't you crush the void crystals?
Yeah, we can, but we don't.
I can.
But Yemen has a lot of large prismatic shards.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's fine. I don't think there's any much else to it. Like, and yeah, I can go through this now, but it might change. We don't know. It all depends on the setup. But it's basically the assigned KT groups as well. I don't know. Like, basically, if you move in from the south side of Katie's room, like do I have a picture here somewhere?
Yeah, you had one, I think. LinkedIn officer chat.
Copy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I have it. Like, don't laugh at me. So basically, some of the names will change or has changed already. We are not having Selin. This was just a pre-assigned. Don't mention any names here. This was just pre-assigned from what came up in my mind.
I like this one better.
Yeah, that's also good. Delete that one. That one is better. Yeah, so basically what you see here, every like circle is a player, like small circle. Every green spot is a healer. The 2 blue spots are tank positions. Pretty much. We're going 5 healers, and yeah, basically we are stacking in pairs, which means that each of the pair will be standing at one of the like, how do you call it? Not gates, but where the ads in phase 1 are standing.
Yeah, the pillars.
Yeah,
We're talking about. Yeah.
exactly. So basically, if you get the mana explosion as a ranged caster, you move into that like corner, basically. You don't make the other player like move. Make sure to have him staying alive and yourself at all cost. Like, it's not a DPS race, it's basically a survival fight. The KT has more HP than on any private server we have played on, I think. I think he has more HP than on Lordron even.
Yeah, definitely.
But the ads are weaker in general. So yeah, it's not a DPS race. Did they add an enrage timer, or was that on Saffron? Did like put their enrage timer to 10 minutes or something? I don't think that's.
The range timer is the ads, right?
Correct. Yeah, it was on Saffron that they changed it to 10 minutes. Whatever. Like, it's not the DPS race. It's basically a survival phase. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. As I hope that all of you are pretty much previous gear. What I mean by pretty much is that I don't care if you're losing out on one piece. At least if you have the like closest previous that you can get. What else? Yeah, I said everything about being prepared with like enchants and stuff, as well as gems. Like, we will have plenty of Yule crafters inside the raid, but please make sure that you have your gems with you. We can cut something during trash or whatever, but don't expect us to have stuff for you if you're providing loot. Yeah, don't forget your frost resistance gear. I don't think there's pretty much else to say. Do you have anything to add? Never Holy?
No, I think we went through everything that we wanted to, and I kind of just want to see who actually showed up to this meeting, because it's been like 1.5 weeks since they last like announced the delay, so we didn't really know who was like snake quitting, or people tend to do that on private. So
I think I miss.
But it looks good right now.
Yeah.
I will snake quit after this meeting.
Yeah, you can do that.
Easy.
There is nothing really. Apex and Alikai, but I didn't expect neither of them to come.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
hardcore.
Sip is not here either.
Nice.
But yeah, we are going to face some competition. I don't think that Notorious are counting us out. They are, as far as I know, they are kind of in the same spot as we are. That people lost a lot of motivation when they're just postponing the raids.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty obvious. Like the whole server. Yeah.
Yeah. If there's any other questions, like feel free to just PM us before the raid release now if you have anything to ask or add. Like it all depends. Like
Depends
I
how
will,
much damage it is and
yeah.
how much we can actually nerf us ourselves. Because
like
I mean, I think pretty much we used all 4 pieces on Lord Run because we run a fucking scuffed ass setup, dude. Like we had no warlocks, we had 7 priests as far as I remember, and 4 warriors. So I mean,
but
you go figure.
7 priest wasn't bad because we rotated
No,
cooldowns a lot.
yeah, cooldowns and survival was the key to that fight. And like, there's no point in like, I mean, maybe warlocks can have like 1 less piece because they have like self healing and stuff.
3 warriors wasn't optimal though.
No, 4.
4 even.
Yeah, Sipex, Durra, Serpent, Gertash. Yeah, like this race is gonna be about not wasting time, just keep going, pot on trash, just focused all the time, and like no messing up. Because like they haven't really buffed anything. I mean, they have done some minor changes to like some values, but this is by far. I mean, seeing on us, if it's gonna be like on the PTR, this is basically gonna be like an easy race.
I want to add something as well about potting. When we did the PTR shit, we had several like pre-pulls, which basically fucks up the entire like thing with pre-potting. Like if you're for some reason ninja pulling the boss or pre-pulling before never or before the timer is like whatever, you're cucking maybe 20 people of pre-potting, which is a huge DPS loss.
I think it has a lot to do with pets and Army of the Dead.
Yeah.
I think those are the like
we
top
came
2
to
enemies.
Yeah, but just make sure to like, obviously it might happen. It shouldn't happen. Never. But just like pop your pre-pots at like 3 seconds prior to the pull or something to just make sure that you have it, because it's like very important. Yeah.
Even it's better to have it than not to have it.
Yes.
It's a big DPS loss if you don't have it. The second.
Especially with but especially with snapshotting. Like it's
What's a good safe number of potions to have for tomorrow?
100.
I can't really answer to that. Like I'm talking for myself as a healer. Like I have 80 runic mana potions. I have 20 dark runes. I have 20 potion of wild magic. I have 20 flask of the frost worms. I'm an alchemist though, so that's 40 hours of flasks. And I don't think that we're. I would estimate that the race will be over 5 to 6 hours.
Yeah, something like that, I think.
Five to 6 hours, and then I think that KT is killed by some guild. What else do I have? No, that's pretty much it. We will be having a lot of fish feasts, basically for every single pull that we do, and I don't know if there's anyone that's using personal. I think the DKs are using the strength hood.
Tanks are using agility, for example.
Isn't Satra, aren't you using personal as well?
Yeah, I have strength food.
Yeah. So
But I just assume that you have this ready. Like, but Lovelin, you're bringing a lot of.
oh, I'm snake quitting after. Remember?
XD.
But just to make sure.
I have 180 fish feasts right now.
Yeah,
I can make more.
I think that's enough.
Hopefully. Do you want podding on? I mean, wild magic and stuff on trash as well?
Yes.
Yeah, alright. Good shit.
Like, the thing is, like, there's no reason not to use it, you know?
Yeah.
We're doing this to get the title, you know, the Surfer's title, and, like, you might as well craft, I don't know, 50 extra pots for that.
Yeah.
Because, like, right now, as it is right now, gold has 0 value. You only use gold for repairs. And you can't get the Dark Moon card before raid, so, like...
No.
Yeah.
That's another thing that they cucked us with. Like, they are... I have no idea why they're just releasing it at the end of fucking... June. Stupid. But whatever, hey, it's up to them.
I mean, we can round out the meeting here. I don't think there's anyone or any more to go through. Right now, at least.
But as said, we're going to like gather up 1 hour prior to raid release.
Yeah.
Just make sure to be here.
Raid's releasing at 7 server time, yeah?
No,
Raids are releasing
17.
at 17 UC. Yes.
7
Yes.
Eastern time, yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
Why do you have such a fucking retarded realm time? I don't know.
I don't know.
Literally, no one lives in the time zone this fucking realm is in. Like,
Isn't this time zone in France or Spain?
no.
No,
France has the
it's,
same time zone as you do in Sweden.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think I would listen to Pirate on that one. This guy knows geographics for some reason.
Yes. But doesn't the UK have a different time zone than we do?
UK has 1 hour less than us. This is 2 hours less than us. Like, literally, the server's in the fucking ocean, dude.
Yeah, I guess.
Fucking submarine.
Submarine.
Yeah, submarine server. Easy. True.
Guess the
Fucking
connection
wait.
is a little fishy, isn't it?
Yeah. Shut the fuck up.
You're so bad, Pirate. It's insane.
So
Anyway, thanks for coming today. I don't think that we are going to add much more.
No.
As said, make sure to be here tomorrow, 1 hour before the raid release, and
so
if you haven't fixed like enchants, like scroll enchants and stuff, just do that now. Like have your metas ready and everything, like Lund said before.
I mean, metas. Most people will want to KT home, right? By the
yeah,
time
but
it's over.
yeah, but what about that we get something during the race, and as like let's say that I'll give this item to you, Pirate.
Yes, give me a helmet that I don't need because I'll lose my hit cap.
I mean, even if you only need the head from
mean.
KT, then like you need that head for Melagos, for example. Maybe if you get there.
Fair enough.
So like you just have everything ready.
No worries, dude. I'm getting everything I need.
No, but just make sure, like, if you know that you won't get another headpiece up until KT, there's no point for you to bring stuff for a headpiece. Yes. But yeah, I guess that the most important stuff are just off pieces, like belts, bracers, shoulders. Like, I know that all of the warlocks want the fucking patchwork shoulder. No, Anubarak shoulders or whatever.
What?
Yes.
Nubarak shoulders?
Or what are they called then?
Pretty sure.
The
everyone
mantle
wants
of the
Tyr
Loctus.
shoulders.
Oh yeah, locusts.
Pretty sure most warlocks would want the shoulders from Tyr. Good sir.
Okay. Well, I know that. Okay, then it's whatever. It's some.
Yeah.
I know that a lot of people want those shoulders at least.
Yeah, I mean, like, better explanation would be the fucking sword, right? The
Yeah, that's
what
at
it
life
was.
and death.
Yeah.
Hopefully we will get a lot of trash daggers. Yeah.
A lot of Fallen Crusader swords did.
Yeah, what MDR said. Be rested. I slept for 3 hours today, so I could somewhat get a good sleeping schedule for tomorrow. Don't want to wake up 1 hour before the raid.
You don't?
No.
just like old times. I think I woke up like 20 minutes before Warmane release.
I mean, when we had raids on Warmane, I woke up like 5 minutes before the raid.
Yeah, I'm talking about the server first race.
Yeah, I think I was pretty late on that one. Like not late,
Anyway,
but
oh well, I will be heading off. Thanks guys for coming. We have more stuff to announce tomorrow, but I don't see a reason to talk about that right now.
Nope.
Okay.
Lily, do you want to add something?
Yes.
Hello.
Add something.
Shotta.
Mongoose!
Mongoose.
Yeah, tomorrow we're going to mid-max the hell out of it.
Mid-max the shit out of it, please.
And listen, like, yes, we just got Mongoose for our second Protpala, so it will go
For the
so much
French guy,
faster.
Yeah, so faster.
Yes, even can you imagine having double Protpala in a raid with double Mongoose? It will go so
Damn.
fast.
Ooh.
Mobs will just die. Oh well, I'm out heading off. See you guys.
Yeah, see ya.
Goodbye, sir.
Goodbye, team.